Everyone, I know it was just a couple minutes since I made my last video on tree cuttings, and people wonder what's the best nitrogen solution for your garden when it comes to the end of the season. Well, I found that beans are a good source. Garbanzo chickpeas, lentil beans, and Great Northern beans. I usually grow these two the most. This one's more of just a decorational I have in my flower garden. And I have a pot, but it tipped over in my snake skin. So just plant beans if your soil is in great need of nutrition and nitrogen in your soil at the end of the season. And then just let them die away with the snow, and all of their like little energy and the nitrogen inside of the plant will compost into your earth, into your soil, and you should continue to water your garden even in the winter time, because you have to take care of the soil in order for the worms to stay. And if you don't want the worms to stay, then you're not going to have a great garden for next year. I recently had to pull up all of my tomatoes because it got too cold. The only things left out there are watermelon, pumpkin, Great Northern beans, and pepper and corn. But the tomatoes died of frost. But I don't know how the other ones didn't, but there was frost all over my plants in my garden. But everything else was still alive. So I saved a lot of tomato cuttings that I could. And get this, I planted corn from popcorn kernels, and they taste just like the popcorn that they're supposed to make, just without butter or salt or whatever you use. So just plant beans. Beans are good, and they're good to eat, and they grow really fast. No matter where you are, they grow really, really fast, especially the Great Northern beans. I'm just going to go down the line from fastest to slowest. This is the fastest. This is about the middle, and these ones are the slowest growers that I have. Slower than any other plants in my whole garden, other than the pumpkin, but that's just because it got gigantic. Well, thank you guys for picking my channel for your next garden stop destination. And thank you so much, the Praxis channel and the Voodoo Garden channel, for inspiring all of the gardeners to do what they like to do best. And thank you to the Little Frugal Gardener channel for having the greatest motivation in more the tropical kind of plants, like more like the hibiscus and dragon fruit that I did grow. So thank you, Little Frugal Gardener, for inspiring me to grow a dragon fruit. But unfortunately, it died a week after I bought the plant. But that's okay, because I took some cuttings and they lived, but they're out in the sunroom, and they're only about 3 feet tall. That's on their trellis. So, let's see, is there any more garden channels that I'm subscribed to? So, thank you everyone, bye-bye.